It's showtime.
Please spell backwards.
Oh my goodness. Shut up is here. Good morning, everyone.
Go Tigers, baby. Roll Tide.
You earned it this week.
How about them Bulldogs?
Welcome to Chaos this morning. 50 degrees. I'll tell you more about that in
They
just a
need their
moment.
puppy chow.
Your turn, Jamie.
Oh, I'm just trying to get ready for Judge Jamie coming up in just a moment. Special stuff today. Good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper. This is Athens in the AM. We got some many special guests in here this morning. Coach Pugh being amongst them this morning. We'll talk with him in just a little bit.
That's right.
My buddy Glen Coffee got the newest book out, the bestseller, the next bestseller coming out.
Yes,
There's more to life than the pursuit of money. Wished I'd figured that out about 40 years ago, but anyway, we get there. Skipworth joins us too. Shut Up's back in town. Zack's ready. We're going to talk Bama. And like I said before, and I'll say it while Shut Up's here, because we won't be seeing him for a while. He's going off to work and getting Shut Up us as Alabama does a beat down on LSU after the Tennessee weekend. Alabama by 30 over LSU.
I don't know about that.
Let's start with the weather right now.
I might take that bet.
Let's go to the weather. 50 degrees out there. It sure does feel good, though. Not bad at all. Temperatures, we don't have to worry about rain today, but temperatures we're going to see around 69 today for that high. Pretty much what you saw yesterday, we have in store for you today, too. And it was beautiful yesterday afternoon. 68 for that high today, 68, 69. 75 tomorrow, so things will warm up quite a bit. Rain returns on Saturday. SaveWithGloria.com. Go to the site and get ready. If you want to refinance, need a new mortgage, new construction loan, they can do it all. That's Hometown Lenders right there at Bridge Street.
All right, as I said, we got a full house. He's back in action, Glenn. Just pause there a little bit. I know you're sitting next to an LSU Tiger man this morning.
He's a Tiger fan.
One of the smartest men from. Hey, I got both these two guys on your. Both of them used to work on a nuclear submarine. That's hard to believe, ain't it?
That's awesome.
Why is that hard to believe?
It is hard to
Nuclear
believe.
submarine. And then you were in the Army.
Air Force.
Air Force. Don't insult.
Glenn was an Army Ranger. Glenn Jr.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll talk to him. You got a big book signing coming up. We'll talk more about it later. But your book's finally out. How long
Yes,
you
sir.
been working on that book?
It's taken us 4 years.
4 years.
You know I can.
And
I can get that answered in one page. Marry a rich woman.
Glenn is also one of the newest members at Lindsay Lane Baptist Church and a member of our Sunday school class. Zack, I'm going to fire you up in just a little bit. You're ready to go. And how was Talladega, Coach?
It was there. I could have stayed home.
Did you see Joe Carlucci from New York City?
New York City.
Y'all slipping on me.
Boy,
I
y'all.
vote for Joe.
Speaking of Joe, Joe is going to attempt to set his third Guinness Book of Records.
He is.
4:30 Saturday at Yellowhammer.
Yep.
There he is right there. He is world renowned. We see him on Sundays when he ain't at Talladega cooking pizza for thousands, Greg. He can't get up this early. You see him at the gym, Eddie? He goes early.
I hadn't been to the gym since I go.
But that extra weight's looking good
I
on you, man.
go a couple of times a week, and that's about it.
Looking good on you. All right, let's wait no longer. Let's get right to sports
He's
right
ready.
now. Here is our
Quiet
sports
this
man
morning.
right now, the man who knows all about what's happening in T-Town.
Coach Pugh. Welcome to CTV 11 Sports, brought to you by KFC, the best fried chicken in Athens and Limestone County, and also by Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Oh, you sound real enthused.
We'll not only have Coach Pugh and a lot of the coaches on this weekend, but we'll have Jane Levy, who wrote a new book, Big Fella, based on Babe Ruth. So we'll have her on Saturday.
Hey, how about those basketball days?
But we could have Glenn. We might try to get Glenn, sneak Glenn, or we definitely will mention what he's got going on this weekend with Glenn
I shouldn't
Jr.
have brought it up. Sorry.
So we'll bring that up about his book also.
Basketball days.
This weekend, Hope's Bluff running back Darren Mees only rushed the ball 17 times, Jamie. You know how many yards he got? 401 yards.
I'm the one that read the article first.
401 yards on 17 carries. That's pretty good. Bo Nix joined the 10,000-yard club. Pennsylvania, he threw for 390. He's over 10,000 now. Witherspoon for North Jackson, 11 carries, 227. Then Tungvailoa, he was 25 of 36 for 322. So that was just some highlights around the state. But locally this week, we got a big game going on tonight. Austin will be playing at Bob Jones. You got Hartselle, Coleman. You got Athens against Muscle Shoals.
Brad, that's the high school football picture for all those. Yeah, there you go.
Faulkville won't be scoring 70.
Sometimes these Auburn fans sleep on me.
Jamie, Faulkville won't be scoring 70 this week.
I think
They're off.
They're off. They've scored 70 the last 2 weeks.
Big game we got coming to Cavner Stadium. Cavender Field tomorrow night. Brewer 6-1 at East Limestone 5-2, and this will be a huge game for us in the playoff picture. So everybody come on out to East Limestone tomorrow night. R.A. Hubbard will be at Valley Head, and Decatur will be playing Columbia. SEC mid-season marks, they're projecting All-Americans. Hey, we know Tua's #1 quarterback. You ain't even got to look at that, anything else. He's unbelievable. He will play Saturday, and he will play a lot Saturday. Everybody's worried.
All right, what do you mean he ain't going to play Saturday?
He will play. I said he will play
Who y'all
Saturday.
playing Saturday?
He'll play a lot.
We'll play 4 quarters.
If we're doing Tennessee, what we've been doing,
44 to nothing.
2.5. But no.
Coach Jones smoked that cigar in front
I
of
can't
Philip
believe
Fulmer.
Tua missed 4 or 5 passes in the first quarter the other day.
His leg was hurting him.
He said Devontae Smith will be the one that's kind of questionable. And after he just got through explaining it, somebody asked him, well, Coach, how did Devontae do in practice this week? He said, I just told you. And you could tell he was getting ticked. They said, that's all we got for you, Coach. And he just looked at the guy and like, what an idiot. I just told you what he's standing beside me in practice. So the big bluegrass connection
beside you or
Kentucky's
Nick?
doing awesome for Alabama. Damian Harris and
Nick.
Jedrick Wills. Jedrick Wills has become a beast on that line. So, hey, and some movement on the offensive line. Lester Cotton might get replaced by Decatur native Deontay Brown. He's been making a lot of moves. Cotton's been hurt.
You would know
Deontay Brown.
exclusively, Zach, what's happening on that
Deontay
Alabama
Brown,
ball game.
I believe he played at Austin, right, Coach? Yeah. So he is. You might possibly see him in the starting lineup Saturday for the Crimson Tide. Gus says changes are coming. I think
there-
the bus is
is this sign out in
derailed.
here?
I don't know how much they can change, but they said some changes. But he said he's behind his quarterback.
He says that every
100%.
year.
Yeah, there's going to be some changes coming.
Yeah,
It's
and
going to be
in
coaching. Maybe the
How many
coaching
times
changes.
can you roll up your sleeves?
In baseball, Dodgers took
If Sammy don't score 40 next week,
Milwaukee
he's gonna get
and
fired.
Boston a 3-1 lead over
39
Houston.
points.
Did
Jamie?
anybody pay any attention to what Zach said?
Back to you. Nobody ever
No.
does.
I was listening, Zach. I was
Todd and
listening.
Brad listen to me. Brad has to. Thanks, Brad.
Where's Glen? Where's your son these days?
Well, he coaches for Nick Saban.
So he's still working down there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, his title is the athletic support assistant, and he's responsible for all the recruits and all player development.
What kind of inside information can you give us that nobody else has got?
Well, Coach Saban does. The reason he's so successful is that he brings balance. His support group, they're so proficient at their job that it almost makes his job easy. So that's a key to their success, is that it's his support
Is
group.
Glen, is he on the field during the Bama game?
Yes, he is.
I see him every Saturday
Yeah.
on foot down there.
Zach coaches down there. He supports the jock straps.
No, but I see Glenn walking right there on the field stand on the sidelines every Saturday.
Well, it's great to be football season. It's hard to believe it's already half over.
I
But
can't
LSU,
wait.
give
Already.
LSU credit though. They have surprised everybody.
Every now and then a squirrel will
You
find
can't
a
have a
nut.
like Coach Joe. You can't understand a dang word he says.
Oh, yeah,
I understand every word he says. I understand every word he says. I have no problem understanding
I
that.
mean, good for him.
Go Tigers.
Understand what he's
Go
doing.
Tigers.
Hey, that's just every now and then a squirrel will find a nut. We're pretty good on defense, but I don't think nobody's gonna beat Bama. I should have took
What? Let's hear that again.
I should have
What?
took that furniture deal. At that furniture show that said, if Tide or Tigers go undefeated, you get your furniture for free. I should have bought a bunch of
Greg,
them.
watch anything new with your
The Tide's going undefeated.
running track team?
Yeah, we finished up the season on the 10th of November, the championships down at Oakville. We had a meet at Point Mallard last week, and 3 of my girls finished in the top 7. One was second, third, and 7. So boys finished 8 out of 44 teams. So everything's rolling on pretty well.
Good.
Then we're getting ready for indoor track. So,
Awesome.
And if anybody wants to know, Paul Feinbaum's returning today, according to Greg.
yes, he'll be back today.
Yeah, Zach didn't mention nothing
I
about
think 3
media
people
basketball.
watched
Basketball
the
media
show
days.
yesterday.
Really?
Todd actually went to
I
media
can't watch
days.
this basketball stuff, man.
Yeah. Fortunately, they only do it for one day. That's all we need.
That is.
I think it's
Yeah, I don't think y'all in the running for
Jamie,
this.
Todd was the only fan down there at media days yesterday.
Oh, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll play.
The master of
Hey, Glenn,
sarcasm.
your mic's on.
I'm still talking.
Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, okay.
This ain't
I'm
something.
back on. Okay.
We'll take a break. We'll go back and play Judge Judge Jamie. Y'all hang on.
Go Tigers.
I'm coming out of the chute, Dusty. He's in here to play Judge Jamie this morning. Live. Glen Coffee in here this morning, too. Shut up, back in action. Over on 17. I got Coach's Corner.
Mom.
Athletic Director Clint, Legg. Head football coach Jeff Pugh. And track coach. And what are you teaching over there? History?
History.
The guy who won more Judge Jamies than anybody, probably.
Yes.
Dusty, in case you don't remember, wrong answer? Right answer. All right, Glenn, you played before. You know how? Shut up.
I remember. I was looking at Zack over there.
This is a news story here, so I don't do many of these, but I will this time. Last year, Lung threw 4 kids to death off
Say it
Dolphin
again.
Island Bridge down in Mobile.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember that.
They are not going to give him the death penalty because of what?
Plea bargain.
Insanity.
Insanity. IQ.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
His IQ, right now, what IQ do you have to have not to be found that you will get life in prison?
Under 70.
Under 70 is right. What is his IQ?
52.
52.
Which at 51, so shut up
close.
right there, right? You
That's
believe
just-
that?
No, he's still.
Looks like that's the people you want to try to put to death the first.
He throws 4 kids over a bridge. Yeah,
I ain't saying that online. I ain't saying that.
Get them out of the way where smart people can.
Yeah. All right. Sears is closing all the stores they got, just about, except for one in Alabama. Where is it?
I didn't have a
A-Rab.
question.
What?
A-Rab.
Wrong answer.
What was the question?
Admirable.
Gunnersville.
What was the question?
Scottsboro.
Hush, I'm trying to get the question. What's the question?
What Sears is staying open in Alabama? Joseph will say
Yes,
to
sir.
see.
Montgomery.
It's going to be in Birmingham.
Hoover.
Hoover. How about Hoover? Birmingham is Hoover.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Birmingham close.
All right, here's an easy one right here. Here's an easy one right here. Alabama and one other state reached all-time number 1. In what
Louisiana
thing?
and TV.
And what did they reach? Finally, number 1.
It was TV viewing for the game on
That's
Education.
the wrong answer. No,
Education.
Manufacturing.
The tallest adult men in America live in Iowa and Alabama.
Wow.
What is the average height
Coach,
Six
Coach Legg.
of men in Alabama?
6 feet. 6 feet.
5 foot. How tall are you, Zack?
5'11".
5'11", Dusty is the right
5'11".
answer. They said that most people on the survey, men lie about their size.
No kidding.
I claimed to.
Size never mattered.
5'11".
5'11".
Right.
I claimed, right?
Not with.
I
But
think I am.
there's,
Not girth.
the average height of a woman is 5'5".
Oh, 5'5.5".
5'5". But 5'11". Now, some people lie about their height. See? I mean,
Hey, I was 10 foot tall during that instance.
And bulletproof.
10 foot tall.
what coach holds a 3-1 record over Nick Saban?
Les Miles.
Drew
Spurrier.
Freeze.
Who said Spurrier? That is a right answer.
He's running his mouth.
Oh, that's when he was at
And Spurrier
LSU.
said, well, he didn't win the SEC last year.
Yeah. Come on, Steve Spurrier. Come get you some.
Zach, why don't you jump on somebody this morning?
Zack.
Well,
The man
Steve
did
Spurrier,
good.
he's
Hey,
retired. He quit on his team when he quit.
He didn't quit. He knew when it was time to go, buddy.
The opinions of
He walked
Bama
out
Zack
on his
Green
line.
are his
They
alone,
should
and
be.
not those of management or ownership of this excellent TV station.
He should be, though.
Joseph, can you play without a number?
Yes.
Okay. Alabama plays Tennessee Volunteers this Saturday at 2:30 on CBS.
Tennessee better have more volunteers.
When was how many days ago was it, thereabout, that Tennessee beat Alabama?
3,500 days.
Before my lifetime.
3,000.
2006 to 2000 to
4,000.
now? I don't know. That's a lot of years.
How many years? has it been since Tennessee beat Alabama?
4,280 days.
And it's going to be 281
How long has it been since they beat Auburn?
last week. Sorry,
Five
Brad. Sorry,
days. 5
Justin.
days. That's a good one.
Sorry,
Brad.
Sorry.
Brad, don't quit. Don't quit, Brad.
5 days.
I wouldn't put over that crap.
Brother Dustin.
Knock him off the air, Brad.
Who has Walmart teamed up with? through Selmore Park.
Jimmy's.
Who?
Jimmy's, they're right beside them.
Advanced Auto Parts. Advanced Auto Parts. How many Advanced Auto Parts are there in America?
2,520.
Good answer. We're wrong.
800.
902.
10,000.
5,000.
5,020.
All right, that big lottery's this weekend.
Yes.
I mean, today.
$1 billion.
It's $1 billion all
Well,
together.
both of them together, yeah.
Okay,
That'd
you
be
know
a
what?
nice time
What are
check
your
for
chances of winning that?
1 in 1 billion.
One in 302 million.
None.
No chances.
I'm gonna have to let you have it, Coach Pugh. That's right. 1 in 88 quadrillion.
Wow. Don't waste your
1
money.
in 800 quadrillion.
Just think if you won the stupid thing, though. Just think if you just won one of them. That would be,
Misery waiting to happen.
I don't care.
What is,
Pursuit of money is not everything.
why don't you think about getting your own show? The reason you ain't up here often. What is the newest sandwich being served at Arby's?
A barbecue sandwich.
Fish sandwich.
Fish.
If your son-in-law here, he would know the answer.
Duck.
Duck sandwich. Hey, duck
Man.
sandwich is to kick off duck season. It's not everywhere, but only in a few of them. If Chuck was here, he would know. All right, here we go. USA Today had a thing of 25 all-time football films, and they got them ranked from last to number 1.
Oh, here we go with Alabama stuff again. Keep going.
Rudy is number 1.
Really?
Rudy is number 1. Rudy.
Water boy ought to be up there.
Because Rudy is number 1. Well, that's okay.
Waterboy probably is.
Let it- Brian's Song is not considered because it was a made-for-TV movie.
Oh, yeah. That was a good movie.
That was a good movie. Do you remember it, Glenn?
Hey, More to Life than the Pursuit of Money is going to be the next best.
Pursuit of Money. Hey, y'all working on a movie deal? Are you announcing that up here right now?
Yes and no.
We got some actors. We got an actor over there.
Well, it can't be yes or no. It's got to either be yes or no.
Yes and no.
Well, in moderation.
Okay.
The longest yard.
It's going to be a series.
The longest yard.
One of the top, Waterboy came in at 24th.
Gridiron.
Wow.
What movie would come in at 25th that we know somebody that was in it?
That was the one down in Birmingham. Woodlawn.
No, a lot bigger than that. Clooney.
Leatherhead.
Leatherheads came in. That's right. Danny Benson was in Leatherheads.
Was.
Varsity Blues came in at 23. Friday Night Lights.
Yep.
Replacements at 14. Jerry Maguire at 8.
Yeah, I like that. That was
What
pretty
was
good.
2?
Newt Rockney. That was in 1940.
Where was the Titans?
I didn't see that one.
Where were the Titans? Were they in there?
Blindside at 5.
Oh, yeah. Kansas,
Replacement.
Frankie,
Longest
she loved
Yard
that
came in
movie.
at 10. Anyway,
What about the Bear? There was one way back when.
that was horrible.
I thought that was a
Nick
good show.
Nolte.
I thought that was a good
All
show.
right, here we go.
Right.
Does you
Back
don't pull
way
out a
back.
knife or nothing, are you?
No, Glenn.
Nick Saban is in a political ad.
Democratic West Virginia.
Yeah, way to go, Zach. Played football with
I
him.
saw that article this morning.
All right, here we go.
If
Y'all
it's on
seen that
Nick, he
movie,
knows.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon? Remember that?
So
What is that guy worth? His name is Chow Yun Fat.
122 million.
Who?
600 million.
I'll let you have it. 710 million. How much does he spend a month?
On toilet paper, 0.
He spends $100.
Yeah.
Kept his phone 17 years. His cell
Wow.
phone. He says here, I'm going to live you got to live the rest of your life simple and carefree manner.
I like
What do you
He's
that.
do
going
with
to
all
give
that
all
money?
his money away.
Okay.
Bag phones.
I wonder if he'd give it to me.
Britney Spears just signed a new deal in Las Vegas for how much a night?
A bunch.
No, 250,000 a night.
Per show.
250,000 per show.
507,000 per show. This is the 20th anniversary of her #1 hit. What was the name of it?
Baby, one more
I
time.
should know that.
Maybe come
Yeah.
back.
Hit Me Baby One More Time. Yeah. That's right.
Hey, Jack, I forgot to mention something this morning, and I'll get killed. Brad, Brad's got last yard sale probably of the year. If I don't mention it. But it's today. Usually it's a Friday and Saturday.
It's always the last
But it's Thursday and Friday. Today and tomorrow. 103 Hammond Street. Over by the
Timing
post
is
office.
remarkable.
Please go buy them
Why
out.
don't you get them a business license?
Mom, I got it mentioned. Back
Why not
in.
get up early?
We'll write that one down.
Have y'all heard of Canelo Alvarez?
Yes.
He's a boxer. He just signed a new deal with a new streaming video that's going to take the place of HBO boxing. There he is. What was his new deal for?
$100 million.
$365 million for 11 fights over the next 3 or 4
Good
years.
gracious.
Now, Dusty, I know you play a lot of golf.
Sometimes.
This has to do with
All the
a
time.
golf course. Who is Chubbs? You ever heard of a thing called Chubbs? Chubbs.
Alligator.
Huh?
An alligator.
It is.
It's 15 feet long.
Carl Weathers.
16 feet
he's
long.
been- he's in
spotted,
Florida.
He was spotted for the first
Yep.
time in 2 years walking across the
Goodness.
course this
Yep.
way.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
He doesn't bother anyone. He's
That's a
master.
lot of frying right there. That's good eating.
What is he eating?
I'd eat the mess out of it.
Anything he wants to.
That's a big one.
Where is it?
That's a monster.
Florida.
That's in Florida.
Yeah.
Coach Legg, that's a monster.
Who is a guy named Carroll Spinney?
No.
He just retired at 84 years old.
He was the longest running mailman.
He was a pole dancer.
Watch out for guys named Carol.
Carol
Yeah.
Channing.
He was a puppeteer. What was he famous for?
Oh, Big Bird.
Big Bird.
Wow.
Big Bird and
That's
Oscar the Grouch. He just retired. Big Bird is how tall?
8
6, 7,
10,
8.
8
foot tall.
Dusty, 8 feet 2 inches. He started with a puppet when he was 8 years old doing shows. And he said, I got to play a 6-year-old for 50 years. All right.
So Big Bird's either from
As
Iowa or
always, I've saved
Alabama.
the best for last. Y'all know the Me Too movement is out.
Yes.
You know, now everybody's got a problem with all this stuff now.
Way to put it.
What is the newest movie that has been called out for a Me Too movement and said that it never should have happened that way?
It's a movie?
Been challenged for assault. Christian Stewart has come out against it. I'll give you a hint. 1938 classic.
Oh, wow.
No, it's
Earlier.
Guess who?
Wuthering Heights.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Are you kidding me?
She has said kids don't even remember the kiss. That's what she's not saying. Other people are saying that. They're laughing at the dwarfs. She is saying that the prince should have never kissed her without asking for her permission.
Whoa.
yeah, like she's
She
gonna answer.
also is in Frozen. So here's the winning question right now.
Get over it.
I'm surprised they ain't got a guy kissing a guy on there. So
Name the 8 dwarfs.
I was one of them in my.
Zach,
Yeah, hey, guess which one? Hey, this is a good. Which one?
Dopey.
That's right. I was dopey.
Smiley.
Was.
I was dopey.
Dopey,
Happy.
Sneezy.
Drunky.
Happy, grumpy.
Bashful.
Bastard.
There was actually 7 ones. I named Zack as the 8th one, and there he is. All right, who got them right?
I was dopey.
nobody.
Dopey,
Grumpy,
Sneezy.
sneezy,
Doc,
Smiley.
sleazy,
I forgot about Doc.
Bashful,
Bashful.
Gropey.
Happy.
gropey. I'm gonna say gropey.
Zach Grove.
That'd be Zack, Gropey.
Hey,
Sleepy, sneezy, and
the
grumpy.
version of He Touched Me on 1938.
Touchy,
Who?
touchy.
It just gets better from here.
Oh, my
Y'all, hang on.
Go Tigers. Gosh.
And welcome back this morning. 50 degrees out there. It feels quite nice. Get out and do everything you want to this morning. Things aren't going to be too bad today. 69 for that high. 69, 70 degrees. Just enjoy. No rain to even talk about. Tomorrow, temperatures a little bit warmer, 75 for that high. Then Saturday, rain moves in just in time for a football day. And Sunday, absolutely beautiful, high 58. Look at that low, 38. Shoo.
I am the amazing Ronnie from worlds unknown.
Brought to you by All-Star Plumbers and How Medical O&P.
And head coach over at East Limestone Indians, Jeff Pugh, and athletic director, Clint Legg. Look like you're casually dressed this morning. That cool air to get the best of you.
No, sir. Just, I miss these days. I got to go back home and get dressed.
Oh, really? Why don't you just bring it with you?
Because I'm going to Owens today for assistant principal meetings, and it's 2 miles away.
Yeah, there you go.
Tell everybody we said hello. What's the latest on the superintendent Sis? Is he leaving us?
I hope not. I like him
Oh,
on.
he's a great guy. We do too. But I see he's a finalist for one of those two.
Hey, anytime you can improve yourself or do better for your family, I'm all about that.
Yeah, good deal. All right, Mr. Johnny Cash, we'll get back with you in just a second. Too. Coach Pugh, tell us about last week.
It went good the first half. We didn't play very well the second half, but we had enough points to make do for the second half. I think, I don't know, Ardmore didn't play as well against us as they had previously. We might have had something to do with that. That's 2 shutouts for us in a row by our defense. And I don't remember the last time we had 3 in a row. I've told our defense that all week. I hope they shut them out Friday and make it easy for me.
Yeah, I'm sure it would. Now, you're already guaranteed a playoff spot, right?
No.
Kendra Daly said this morning you did.
They're wrong. If we lose this week and lose next week, we could get in a 3-way tie, and that's not going to be good for us.
Aren't you got Brewer this week? Who you got next week?
Gunnersville.
Gunnersville, okay. So they're all, the Gunnersville's in our region?
Gunnersville could win their last 2 games and be 4-3, and if Scottsboro beats Brewer next week, they could end up 4-3. You got a 3-way tie. It goes to home victories and all these tiebreakers. That's what we got into last year. We don't want that to happen.
But if you win the next 2, you're automatically in.
We win Friday night.
Friday night.
Yes.
All right. How's your team look so far this year?
Well, they've improved. We're going to find out Friday night how much we've improved. This is a good football team. They've been playing 6A football, and they've moved down. And we knew early in the year they were going to be pretty good. They're 6-1. They've only lost to Madison Academy. So we got our hands full.
I'm going to give a shout out to y'all's buddy over there. It's Shrink.
Shrink.
Remember, we had the game.
Shrink. S-C-H-R-E-N-K.
They scored 70 points the last 2 weeks over at Faulkner, so they're doing pretty good. I think Zack's
got a good team
this week. So, what's happening over at school? And what's going to happen at y'all's big? Is this a regular meeting today, or do you need me to go along with you and find out what's happening?
I'd love to have
They're all
you.
about the meetings.
I'd love to have you. Well, the other night our volleyball team won, and they won their really host Monday night at school. Coach Pugh's got a fundraiser tomorrow night, ain't it, Coach?
Tomorrow night we'll be cooking those Boston butts. You still want one?
All right.
Holler at me. I can get you one. I think they've sold over 400.
Wow.
We got 2 or 3 people that's going to have smokers out there, but Jamie Partridge does a good job with that for us, and they'll be there all night. I'll be part of it.
Good.
So
Now, is that tomorrow night?
tomorrow night after the game, we'll leave the game, go right over there and start helping them get. They'll already be started. But
People pick them up on Saturday morning?
pick them up Saturday.
Golly, that's an all-nighter.
It's all night, but it's worth it for them. They enjoy it to an extent. When you start cleaning those cookers up, that's no fun. I'll tell you that.
Not bad. All right, let's talk a little, y'all were at the Bama game, and you hanging out with Zack down that way. What do you see of Bama right now so far this year?
I've never seen a team be able to put points up like they can. And they're still playing good competition, too. So, I don't understand, who they think is going to be able to beat them. I don't know who can outscore them. That's even if the defense doesn't do well, I don't know who's going to be able to outscore them.
I understand Rick made national TV the other
Oh,
night.
my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Let's not go there.
I'm going to get him, man. I was telling him the whole time, man, don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to get on TV. Yeah, he did. Okay. So, a fine little gesture to the guy that got thrown out from Missouri walking off the field today.
Busted.
I said, okay, buddy. There you go. They'll say, that's Coach Pugh right there.
What do you think about Bama so far this year?
I think they're good. I mean, we're talking about Tua being hurt, a little bit hurting on his knee, I'm good with Jalen starting Saturday. I mean, he played good the other day
That's
when
not
he
going
played.
to happen, though, is it?
I don't care if it does. I think he's fine. but I was really impressed the way he come in, and he looked good when he's playing. So
People love him down there with that standing ovation.
Well, look,
I
I love him too, just because of the character he showed. You don't see that much anymore. You know, both those guys show a lot of character, but for him to do what he's done, knowing he can start anywhere else in the country, any other team, he's a starter.
Did you read the article that Richard Todd, what he said about Tua? He said that he's better. Richard Todd quoted this, former Alabama great, said that he's better than Stapler or Namath. And he's already thrown for more touchdown passes than any of them ever did. Because when he goes back to throw a pass, he's already knows where he's going to throw it. He's that quick on reading the defense.
He does a good job.
That's a good comment, Richard Todd. Any other upsets y'all see this weekend?
I don't know.
Auburn got beat last weekend, didn't
They got beat last week. I don't think they'll get beat again.
No, they won't get beat again.
Right now, if you had to pick the four in the championship, in the playoff, who do you think who'd be the final four teams?
Alabama, Ohio State. I think one of those doggone West Coast teams are going to slip in there somehow again.
Do you think Notre Dame will make it?
Yeah, I don't know about Notre Dame.
Notre Dame
If
will
they
make
close,
it 5
they'll
and
put them in there.
5.
Huh?
If Notre Dame wins one game a year, they're back in the top 5. It happens like that every year.
I don't think Georgia's going to make it.
They'll try to keep it from being two SEC teams again.
All right, thanks for coming up, guys. Good luck.
Hey, don't forget, Brother Dusty, would you help us with Jeff getting some more Facebook friends?
Yeah, I really need it.
Appreciate it.
I really need it. I just lost one. As soon as I get outside.
We'll come back, talk to Legg, Coffee, and Dusty Joseph in just a second. Y'all hang on. So, Glen, you're a Bama fan.
by default.
Joseph, good to have you back up here. Don't slip a little bit
I
this
did.
morning.
I kept thinking, man, I am sleeping so good. And I hit the button and it said 6:45. So
5:45.
5:45. Yeah,
5:45.
it ain't even 6:45 yet.
that's true.
But anyway,
I'm
Dusty,
your
good to
whole
have
day
you up
up.
here this morning. So
Good to be here.
High-hatted the gym, I see.
Yeah, I did. I passed
Good.
on it this morning.
Good.
All right, Glen,
Other things.
me and Dusty have been hearing about this dang book ever since we've known you.
Yeah.
Man. You came up here like 10 years ago and you started talking about it. But you're living in Limestone County now. And might add, one of the newest members of Lindsay Lane.
That's right, my man, my man.
And I have you to thank. I want to thank you because actually, did you know he invited me to church?
Is that right?
Yeah.
He invites a lot of
He
people.
invited me to church, and I came to the church, and there was just so much love there. I'm like, my God, so I loved it so much. I joined church. So.
And then he joined
And
us
not only that,
Sunday
can't get
school.
shut up. He's in my Sunday school class.
That's right. He done on Amen corner too.
Yeah.
Your son is Glen Coffee Jr. had a great career at Alabama. We'll talk a little bit about that in just a moment. Your book, Dusty has read it, and I guess Dusty and I were two a few people that got to read an advanced copy of it. Took you guys, 4 years?
Yes. So at our press release book signing party, it took us 4 years to write this book. So at that press release book signing party.
By the way, it's going to be Sunday night in Decatur.
Yeah, Sunday night at 7 o'clock. If you see me acting kind of weird or jump up and down, I want to celebrate, man. This is a victory, in the name of Jesus. We want to claim a victory, so we're just going to act the fool. You can see me and the pastor. You
It's going to be at the Doubletree Hilton by the river. That's
6 o'clock or 7?
Well, for you.
Okay, 6.
It's out there on Holiday Inn.
I get it.
What is the book about, Glen?
Well, of course, Glen Jr., my son, is the main character in the book, and it's about his life story pretty much. He had a very successful year as a running back with the University of Alabama. He got drafted to the 49ers in the 3rd round. And then after one season, miraculously, he retired.
Here's the video of him speaking with the Athens football team before the season. Dusty and I went down today and was able to listen to him too. So
You said you shared something in Sunday school class last Sunday. You said, had he called you and said what he was wanting to do, you would have probably told him, no, wait another 10 years, don't quit.
Yeah, he defied all logic, and that's the power of God. God can turn the impossible into possible, And when I first called Glenn, I didn't know he had retired. I really wanted to say, what the hell is wrong with you? But before I could even utter those words, you know, God converted my selfish heart to a humble one. He did, right over the phone.
Yeah.
I mean, I was getting ready to like, man, but God like, no, don't even go there. You know, you need to support him.
Now, in this book, if I remember correctly, when Coach Saban was at LSU.
Yes. That's the first time we met Coach Saban because Glenn, his junior year, going into the senior year, he got invited to 2 Nike camps. One was with the Florida Gators, and one was with LSU, and that's when Coach Saban was at LSU. That's when we first met Coach Saban.
So Coach Shula actually signed him.
Yes, Coach Shula came by the house, and everybody was joking with me, asking me if I was going to make him wash the dishes, you know, and mop the floor, you know. But Coach Shula, you know, he was humble. You know, when coaches come by your house, they want, as parents, we want to ensure that our son is going to be in good hands. And as coaches, they want to ensure that your son is in the right place, you know. Yeah. And I have to take my hat off to the University of Alabama. I mean, he was molded right there at the University of Alabama to the awesome man he is today, you know.
That's great.
Now, when Glenn called you and said he was going to quit for them, were you already involved in the ministry?
Well, he didn't call me. He just
he did it.
He submitted.
I mean, yeah, he did it. Were you already a minister?
Well, we're all ministers. We all should be ministers. Yeah. I mean,
So no.
So no.
No.
You've got a lot of scripture stuff in this. What is the main purpose? What do you want readers to get out of this book that you guys spent so long putting together?
You know, God knows us better than we know ourselves. Thank God for Alabama football, right? See, but God loves us so much that he wants us to be happy. He does stuff to get our attention. And the reason he told Glenn to walk away, if Glenn wasn't famous, do you think he'd have an audience? Nobody would care if what he did. Yeah. But God said, okay, I'm going to make you famous. I'm going to send you to the greatest college football program in the whole world. Then I'm going to send you to a dynasty. The San Francisco 49ers now walk away. The whole world knows who you are. Walk away. Because I'm going to demonstrate my power in you. That's how God works.
Right.
See, God uses us.
Yeah.
We don't want to see God. You don't want God knocking on your door. Because he's so sovereign, we wouldn't handle it. We were like, oh my God, you know, type thing. So God, he uses us to do his work, you know. So
yeah.
And
what's Glenn doing now? You said they already worked for Nick Saban.
Yes, and I really feel in my heart. Of course, I was his biggest fan, you know, when he was playing football. But I'm even a greater fan of him now because he's serving God. He's serving a greater cause right now. And his title was the Athletic Support Assistant. And he's responsible for all the new recruits. As soon as they land, he's one of the first guys that briefs them. And he was responsible for all player development. Because although those guys are great athletes, they all respond different with the adversity. They respond differently from losing and winning and how you handle different problems. So they need to be molded. They're young men. They just have to be great athletes.
Where can people get the book if they're not their Sunday night indicator? How can they get the book?
Well, I thought you would never ask. Well, of course, it's available on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, Apple iTunes, and our publisher, Christian Faith Publishing, we're so pleased with their work so far. And right now, they're working on the digital format, the Kindle Nook. You know, and I just hope people get the book. You don't have to be an Alabama fan. You don't even have to be a Christian. Because this book, it covers so many areas that bring closure in our lives. You know, it's just, it helps us move forward in life.
And then later, Glenn was an Army Ranger, too.
Yes,
so
he was in the military.
So, bottom line, what are we going to get out of this? There's more to life than the pursuit of money, meaning...
Well, you know, it's unbiased. I think it's going to challenge. Well, Glenn and I are hoping that it would challenge the readers to look in the mirror and just lament for Christ. That's what we're hoping, because we are created to serve God. That's the bottom line. And I'm just kind of glad that Glenn and I have kind of figured that out. You know, we are created to serve God. That's why we're here on this planet.
Now, Glenn will be there Sunday night also.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Will Coach Saban be with him?
No.
Well, if I can make some phone calls, I might be able to get Coach
Let's
Saban
just tell
there.
everybody to wait. All right.
It'll be fine.
Jamie and I'll be there.
Yeah, no, that's good. What all's going on at Lindsay Lane Baptist Church?
Well, Jim, we got baby dedication this week. Got 7 new babies. We're promoting church growth, so 7 new babies coming in. We're dedicating them, and then we'll be in Revelation chapter 10 this Sunday. So I'm looking forward to that, and just to celebrate a new Sunday. And it's gonna be great. Come on down. Be a part of it.
I love the Revelations teaching.
Yeah.
I love that, man.
Yeah, I
That's
do
the
too.
meat.
I'm enjoying that too.
That's the
It's-
meat.
Well, as soon as
Good
I start
time.
understanding it, maybe I'll go.
Yeah, it's a tough
Joseph,
book.
talk about more about the car show this weekend. Y'all had a
Well,
big deal down that way and raised a lot of money.
We did. We had a great time. Thanks to our sponsors, All Star Plumbers, we raised a little over $3,000 for the Childhood Cancer Foundation, the Eli Williams Block Party. 123 registered cars, probably close to 150 that came in because a lot of people had to kind of come and go. But just a spectacular event to see our community. Mayor Marks, he came out. Do you know Mayor Marks has got him a little convertible sports car now?
No.
A used one, but it's nice, a little Miata.
Really?
He was so proud of it, so he come by to show me. But yeah, we're just thankful for that. That's a great event every year. I'm glad that we teamed up with the Eli Williams Block Party Foundation.
You were able to give
this
away a
year.
car,
That's why I'm
too.
seeing all those cars on the road.
Yeah, a lot of
Saw
cars
a lot of old
out,
cars.
Saturday. And
Yeah.
yes, they gave away the car. All year they've been selling raffle tickets for that. And Flo
And you had to
Dowdy.
be present to
You had to be present to win.
Was he the first one when they drew? Was he the first name?
I'm trying to think. Yeah, he
So right
was.
up
So that was really awesome. So no, actually, you didn't have to be present to win that.
Okay.
'Cause
For a
that's-
16-year-old to win
Yeah,
the car? How
yeah,
incredible.
That was
Wow.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of him later on Facebook watching it. He was already got the fever. So, but this weekend we're loaded up, Jamie. Got about 4 or 5 different shows. I'll run through those real quick. If Brad has them.
Well,
Yeah,
go
he's-
ahead. You know any of them?
He's getting it. They're
Oh,
there.
no, I'll have to read them. There's one out on the Arsenal. I was surprised how expensive this one was. If you didn't register ahead of time, $45 to enter this car show. I heard a lot of complaints about that, but anyway, there it is. They're giving away a car. So 63 Pontiac Bonneville.
Wow.
That's a pretty sweet little prize. So
Yes.
maybe that's the reason it was so
A
expensive.
what Bonneville?
63 Pontiac
Well, that
Bonneville.
thing wouldn't fit in the parking lot.
That's true. It is a boat, but open to the public. So there's that again. Madison Academy. It's their 2nd annual car truck. I don't know if they're inviting bikes to that one or not. $20 the day of the show. That's over at the school on
Proceeds
Slaughter
go to the
Road.
Boys and Girls Club.
That's true. A lot of good. Monrovia, Cindy and Chad, some friends of ours, are helping sponsor this one. It's on Jeff Road. It's to the PTA, so Parent Teacher Association there. Trophies, food vendors, things for the kids. That one's from 9 to 3, and I think there was 2 more. Saturday, October the 20th, a 3rd annual Truth Baptist Church. That's on Sewell Road in Athens. I know a lot of folks have been looking forward to that one because they're feeding you. Not only a car show, but barbecue plates, sandwiches, and all the fixings. So if the weather's pretty, get out this weekend. Is it going to be in rain?
Be
for you?
nice.
I think it's going to be nice.
Saturday, there's
Saturday,
some
a
rain.
little bit of rain.
Yeah,
So
nice.
hit me up on
Not
that
listen
email
out for it.
if you know some car shows, and have a good weekend.
All right, let's talk about what's coming up with Convoy of Hope.
Convoy of Hope right here for Limestone County. If you want free groceries, hot lunch, children's shoes, health services, kids zone, nutrition education, job and career services, family portraits, community services, haircuts, and most importantly, a lot of prayer, show up November 3rd.
Wow.
They're going to be giving away over, 2,000 pairs of shoes.
All
Bring
free.
the
It's
children.
going to be a phenomenal event for our
Yes.
city because it's going to minister to a lot of people.
And this is something that a lot of churches, I think 24 churches total, are
That's right.
involved with, so you're going to hear a
Sure
lot
is.
about it in the community.
And also, if you'd like to volunteer, you can get with
Go
Freddie on
to
that.
convoy.org/
That defines
Limestone
community.
County.
That's exactly how the
They worked
community
on
should
this 2
operate.
years to get this going. So
That
it's gonna be a big
defines
deal down
community,
in Swan
the power
Creek.
of community.
big
And you
deal.
don't have to bring an ID. You don't have to sign up for anything. It's just free. All you single parents out there, and you have several children, bring them. Get your haircuts, get your family portraits, and just take advantage of it.
And we'll
That's
be
what
talking a
it's
lot
there
more
for.
about that as we go here. So also, Glen, again, Doubletree by the River, Hilton, Sunday night. Sunday.
Yes.
You've been waiting on this a long time. All I've heard you
Yes.
talk about.
Yes.
Now it's quiet.
Well, You know, Glen, his schedule, he's so busy, that's the only time he's available. But, you know, once again, God has given us a message, and he's also put his spirit in our heart that will not rest. So if you see me jumping up and down or running from here to here to here to there, that's a gift God has given us. It's just time to, no longer can we sit on the sidelines and cheer. It's time for us to get in the game.
Right,
be a game player. Yeah, be a game player. It's time to get, let's go. Let's go to battle, baby. Let's do this thing, you know.
It's amazing, once again, how God can take just ordinary people like us.
Yes.
You know, and all of us, and just use us for his kingdom glory.
Yes.
So, you know, you think about all these celebrities who want fame and fortune and all that. God does that in ordinary people. He gives us a platform. And that's what Glen has, is a platform.
Yes.
And his son to use for the glory of God. Just
Praise
like I
God.
have a platform.
Praise
you have
God.
a platform here.
Praise
And
God.
speaking of platforms, let's talk about one other great Christian down in Lindsay Lane. Joe Carlucci be trying to get his third
World
Guinness Book of Record where Saturday afternoon?
Yellowhammer?
Yellowhammer Brewing Company over there. There he is right there. He already holds 2. He's going to try to make the fastest pizza in the world, isn't he?
Yes,
All
that
right.
is the largest.
I missed him Sunday in his pew there.
He was at Talladega.
Talladega, yeah.
That was an
Got to go. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Sorry, Justin.
That's